Moving on from a person or a significant chapter of your life is rarely a clean break. If you find yourself repeating the same mistakes or struggling to let go, it is not because you are broken. Our brains are heavily wired to seek out what is familiar, even when the familiar is painful. Take a moment and pick the specific situation you are trying to move past right now. Maybe it is a relationship, a career path, a lost friendship, or a major life chapter. Keep that specific scenario in mind. The reason you feel stuck is that you naturally gravitate toward dynamics you already know how to navigate. Your brain prefers a predictable loop of discomfort over the complete unknown. Recognizing this biological bias changes how you process the past. You can stop judging yourself for having a hard time and start using objective observation to actively rewire your brain. The first step in that rewiring is performing a blameless autopsy. When a situation ends, we usually fall into self-blame or pure resentment. Instead, look at the mechanics of why it failed, like a neutral scientist. Strip away the moral judgments of who was good or bad, and look clearly at the data of your incompatibility. Look at these two columns. Often, the hardest thing to let go of isn't the actual situation, but the potential of what you thought it could be. You are mourning the future you imagined. You have to separate the two. Acknowledge the painful reality of how things actually were, and put it next to the fantasy of what you hoped for. Grieve the loss of that fantasy, but stay grounded in the reality. Accepting the unvarnished reality stops the mental loop. It frees up the emotional energy you have been burning by fighting the past, and makes it available for your recovery. We can see this physical recovery process clearly when we look at the brain. Attachment and heartbreak engulf the exact same neural pathways as addiction. Every time you check their social media, look at old photos, or reach out, you give your brain a quick hit of dopamine. But that temporary relief is immediately followed by a cortisol crash. The stress hormone spikes, leaving you feeling significantly worse than before you checked. Think about the next time you feel the urge to look back. Which path will you take? If you engage, you restart the painful chemical cycle. If you choose a different action, even a simple distraction, you break the loop and allow your system to begin regulating itself. This is why no contact is not a boundary designed to prove a point. You are literally starving those neural pathways, so your brain's chemistry can properly reset. Treat this process like a neurological detox. The most common trap during this detox is waiting for closure. We wait for an apology, an explanation, or a final conversation that makes sense of everything. Waiting for someone else to provide answers gives them complete power over your healing process. They may never give you the explanation you want. True closure is a decision you make internally. It is a boundary, not a conversation. It is deciding, I have enough information to know this isn't for me. By making closure an internal decision, you stop waiting. You instantly reclaim your emotional energy and redirect it toward your own future. To protect that future, you must rely on behavioral activation, not motivation. Do not wait until you feel like moving on to start living your life. Schedule activities and force yourself into new routines. Motivation follows action. By going through the motions, the feelings of normalcy will eventually catch up. Inevitably, you will face moments of weakness where you are tempted to compromise your boundaries for temporary comfort. When that happens, pause and consult your future self. Ask yourself, will this choice make my life easier or harder in 6 months? Look at the toolkit we have built. You can perform a blameless autopsy, treat the urge to look back as a neurological detox, create internal closure, or use your future self as a filter. Decide which specific technique you need to focus on today. By shifting your perspective away from immediate emotional relief and toward long-term peace, you make decisions that protect your future rather than repeating your history. Moving forward is a continuous practice.